This could end quite bad for Tony right now. Dortmund, this horseman's gotta heal. I did miss the demographics one more time too quickly, but let's see the action. Let's see the action. Maybe we can check up on demographics later on. 154 gold, so he's still making science engineering. And which horse he's gonna save? Actually, he's gonna push forward with another horseman, buying a little bit of time, so those units cannot actually move forward, though this composite actually could move a little bit to the front lines. Now this, what is he trying to do? Another scout, there we go, army. Oh my goodness, and Tony repays CU with a quick move of a chariot, and great general from CU is down. So one general, oh my goodness, that was crazy. But that's gonna cause Dortmund to fall, basically, without an extra unit in the city. This city is gonna fall next turn, most probably. But CU loses a general. That general could be game-breaking right now. As I said, Dortmund is worthless for Tony. Yes, it's an extra city, but he doesn't care that much about it if he can retake it later on. He needs to stabilize the situation in his land. If CU could reinforce this and even this out to 3 cities versus 3 cities, it's a shame that he lost the general, though. Oh my goodness, a general for a general. Wow. General for a general. Alright, that was quite fine. You don't see that very often, but that was a huge mistake to move out a general and protect with a chariot in here. That was quite lucky on Tony, though. He probably was actually looking at that. He was definitely not planning to take that general. He was not expecting the mistake, but he had to look at that city and pick this off quite nicely. And the horseman is doing nothing right now. Can he back off? No, he cannot. He was a zone of control in here. But this city needs not too much damage. There's like one road. This worker should get a road in here on this chart right now. And shoot the city, spearman in here, and Dortmund's gonna fall next turn. The question is, can CU reinforce it? Can CU reinforce it? He's got composites on the way. Oh, and there's another general on Tony's side. So Tony actually has a general advantage right now. What can he do with that, though? What can he do with that? That's the question. We need a civilization. Hey, Shumi, what's up? Civilian captured, another hero scout. This is what I'm saying. Tony likes scouts. Scouts are very good units when you actually make them cheap, fast, and take a couple of hits. And there we go. No, do not use the horseman. You can easily wait one more turn. There we go. Oh, there's a promotion there. And Dortmund falls. Tony loses his first city. Now the question is, can CU make something happen in here? Use that advantage, use that gain, and push forward a little bit. That's the big question. Is he in happiness? He's still happy. Did Tony fix his happiness problems or not? That's the question. Can we see attack on a unit or two? Horseman, and oh, too fast. I think Tony already fixed his happiness problems. I did not notice any penalty on Tony's units. Now the question is, the reinforcements are not coming. He would need to get another wave like already in here to make this push. I think those units gonna get there too late, and he's still on 3 cities. Oh, imagine if he would have this lovely city in here with the citrus that he's just improving there. That would make a difference, a huge difference. 4 cities versus 3 city. Now it's 3 cities versus 3 city. Dortmund is worthless, basically. So the game is evened out. Even the points are almost even. Now the question is, who will get on top of this situation? I do believe this is a hard this is a quite hard land to attack into it, but maybe I'm quite wrong. Haha, Retakas, yeah, should we go away, no spoiling. We're having fun watching the game. Alright, so what's gonna happen here? Oh, this guy's got a heal, can he? No. Hero scout, another hero scout. Scout for a composite, that's a good trade-off. But a horseman just punished the scout. Now the question, okay, the road is done. Now CU needs reinforcements. He needs tremendous amount of reinforcements to make this happen. Improving the horse styles right now. What will Tony do? Tony just lost a city. They trade off generals. CU is in front of Tony's capital and theoretically could get in there. He just needs to use this advantage correctly. He needs more units, he needs more chariots, units that can get there fast. Not composites exactly, he needs chariots to get as fast as possible to the front lines and start attacking most probably Frankfurt. Engineering is done, so a road in here will fix the problems with crossing the road, and he will be like, he could step there quite easily in one turn and take the fight to the other side of the river. The question is, can he do it? There's the spearmen in here. You do not see no more of Tony units. Can Tony get back from this? That's the question. Promotion just missed, and oh, he can actually step through the river in here. There's the road there, or is it pillaged? Probably the road is not pillaged. There's one more tile that I did not see behind Dortmund. I don't think that was a good move there. Attacking into that, there's probably a unit in there behind. Yeah, exactly, there's composite bowmen, so this spearman will probably die, and the spearman on the hill. Going for metal casting could be a tremendous mistake. He needs to go for crossbows, and he goes for crossbows right now. And the front, there we go, the city can shoot right now, so Tony is in trouble. Tony is in trouble. Yeah, Tony. Yeah, he should be, but Tony did use Great Library for philosophy and he got Oracle. I don't think that was such a wise idea in a duel, but well. And oh, Spearman's Frankfurt is fortified right now. 2 Spearmans there. And shooting in Frankfurt, he needs tons of units right now to get a flank. Now the problem is this is a very, very hard position to attack into. Tony can get a flank on the other side on the hills and shoot the units in here, so it's going to be quite tough to attack into it. He needs more units. He needs tremendously more units right now, and do not forget that Tony still has an advantage of a general. I don't know how did he do this. Probably. Did he pick the general? No, we've seen an engineer. We've seen an engineer from Tony, so that's the question. What did he pick from Liberty? Is the engineer from Wonders, or is the engineer from Liberty actually? Maybe he's aiming for Machu Picchu. That would be quite fun to see a Machu Picchu grade engineer at Munich, if you can actually count Mount Kilimanjaro as a hill for Machu Picchu purposes. But 10k army advantage, CU should make something happen. Healing on the horseman would be a wise choice, but he's picking the shock promotion. He's trying to heal this up. There's no road. There is a road on this. No, the road is pillaged, but he needs to repair this road, and he needs to put roads on those 2 tiles, then he can start flanking here. The problem is Tony can flank him through the hills and catch the army of guard. There we go. He is not letting this happen. This is what happening. This is Mount Kilimanjaro. So this is a quite tough situation to be into. There we go. A spearman just picked off a horseman. And now the warrior is in trouble. There's incoming composites from Tony. And this is not looking good right now for CU. He's getting pushed off. And he probably will not have the ability to actually put enough units in here to shoot the units in here. So Tony is pushing forward right now, trying to retake the city he just lost. That's the problem in here. Mount Kilimanjaro bonus. Those units have composites, got Mount Kilimanjaro bonus. The road is made right next to Kilimanjaro, so all the units going to the front lines got Mount Kilimanjaro. So that could actually be helpful. You should use those hills in the front lines. You could step on the hill exactly and try to shoot. Maybe punish a general, or at least a composite in front. He could also annex Dortmund and buy a couple of those hills. That will help him tremendously in the attack. Buy those 2 roads. Deny them from Tony. He has the gold for it. He should do it. And it will be quite nice for him, but I don't think he has that in his mind right now. If he could buy those 2 hills, that would deny a lot of movement from Tony and a flanking options, and it will also provide all the vision on those hills in here. No, it will be retaking the tree. Making fun of Tony. Legionnaires are no longer a Germany special unit. He really needs to buy those hills. See, you should buy those hills. Deny the movement from Tony. You've got the gold for it. You've got the happiness to annex Dortmund. That will be very, very helpful for you. I don't think he gets it. He shoots the spearman, and the road is pillaged right now. So Tony actually thinks about the same thing that I'm thinking right now. Deny the movement from CU, and he just pillaged the road. Of course, there's Mount Kilimanjaro bonus. Ah, crossbow. It survived. Oh, what a lucky composite. Not a crossbow, a composite. The lucky composite, probably 1 HP there on that composite. If Tony can back it off, that's a very good trade-off. And Siu is backing off units for healing in his borders. I'm not sure I like that gameplay. Those units take so much time to get to the front lines. Back again, it's probably just better to fortify them near front to make some crucial actions if actually a little bit of reinforcement is needed. Backing off to his land is not a wise choice. He could plant a city in between his cities for some easier access there. And there's the concave I'm talking about. It's quite hard to attack into this side because Tony can put a lot of units in a very nice concave that can shoot any units that are gonna pass in here. CU needs to get some roads in here, buy those hills, get some flanking action in here, and deny Tony the ability to get a concave there. Dylan, thank you. And now he's just putting the units into the slaughter machine, basically. That's the problem. Look at this. This unit can be shot by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units, and it can only do 1 shot. And there's another composite there, so if he can back off this composites, he's quite good. He's gonna step a composite in here, and you can easily trade off damage with those units in here. He's trying to pick off the chariot. There we go. A chariot is down, but that probably is gonna cost him the horseman, I would imagine. That horseman could die. There's not too many units in here. There's another scout, hero scouts, and the composite is dead. Yes, it is. Alright, nice. Oh, the general is... Can we see another loss of a general? No, he's backing it off. He's backing it off, but he's trying to... Yes, he is finally trying to use the hills into his advantage, but there's more scouts, and that's the usage of scouts. Scouts are quite cool as a fodder unit. They are really, really cool. I don't think CU has a plan right now. Tony is starting to feel safe again. Now the question is, the science advantage gonna work out for him, and we're gonna see crossbows from Tony soon. I did not notice the message if he's entering medieval era, but this attack is not moving forward. CU has not enough troops to make it happen, not enough hills, not enough roads, not enough workers in here to use the movement. He's got only Mount Kilimanjaro bonus, but chariots do not gain anything from that if they step on a hill, so it's not really that great. And again, his backing of units, he would really need to control those hills to make something happen. But then again, he's gonna step into the range of Munich, which is also not far away. Oh, this chariot, that's not a good idea. This chariot's just gonna die without gaining too much. It's not gonna even kill something, most probably, though maybe a chariot can be picked off. Not enough damage. And there's social policy missing as well. Honor opener for the extra general, that's very good. Ah, that's true, Tony probably got honor, he's got oracle, so he already has the honor general. That's quite nice of him. Can he pick this chariot off? Why is he not shooting? Shoot! Shoot, there's no time to wait. Protecting the general, maybe a wise choice. He has no vision of the south, so Tony could try to flank reinforcements. Oh, and he did destroy it. A very lucky RNG shot. But there's gonna be a great general in here. No, there's not gonna be a great general plant in here. The spearman just picked off the chariot, and again, the spearman backed off, and there's a defensive citadel. There's the defensive citadel, pushing the borders forward. If CU would buy off those hills, he could easily retake that citadel with his general, no problem. But now the question is, who's gonna get more generals? Tony already, he's got one more general. There we go. There's the advantage of the generals. So they did trade off generals, but now CU still's got one general, and Tony has one more still. So one social policy behind. That's Oracle. doing its benefits for Tony right now. CU has trouble breaking Tony's defense. And the question is, can he get to crossbows? He shouldn't get to crossbows faster than Tony. If Tony can survive long enough for crossbows to actually start working in here, he should be fine. Crossbows with Mount Kilimanjaro bonus is just gonna punish that army there and move forward quite easily. Tony researching theology as we speak. I wouldn't be surprised if that would actually happen. Oh, I'm sorry, she is actually looking at the south with the horseman there. No, that horseman cub probably would be useful at the front lines. It doesn't seem like Tony is committing any troops to any sneaky flanks at the south, but it's a wise choice from CU to keep a unit there, but a scout would be more than sufficient. And Tony is actually using cheap scouts to absorb shots and later on finish off units. And CU is not pushing forward at all. Yes, he's got Dortmund, but he's at this general disadvantage right now. And his units are just not cutting it through. He should stop investing into chariots if he really wants to push into those hills. Get some more composites. And horsemen instead. Horsemen with Mount Kilimanjaro bonus would be quite good at those hills. Now this is basically stabilized. As I said, this concave is just too much. Is just too much in here, and even backing off the scout. So he did absorb a shot, he's backed out, and he's gonna heal it up somewhere in the back. So always useful. Oh, this general, yes it is giving the bonus to the army finally, but will that be helpful? Another composite backing off. So he's just absorbing shots, buying up some time, while we finally got a road at Frankfurt. If CU would get sufficient amount of units in here, he could start the flank on Frankfurt. Well, he should start it right now, like move there right now. Move there right now, even plant a general to deny the roads. Movement over the river, basically. And oh, the horseman is going to flank again. Look at that, CU has double Tony's army. Double Tony's army. Tony has basically no defenses. If CU would like go all in right now, he should be able to break Frankfurt quite easily. And if he gets Frankfurt, he's free to flank the capital and he will not have to worry about Munich anymore. So Frankfurt is his goal, but he should go there right now. Do not be afraid, CU, and just go there and take that city from Tony. You have a quite nice advantage. CU is very reluctant to attack. He's afraid right now. Tony did get a citadel, well, a general on the other side of the river. He knows what's cooking basically, but CU needs to get some shots on Frankfurt. It's only 11 defense, like 2 turns of shooting at the city and the city is dead. And that city loss, even if you would take that would mean GG. That's a very important city for Tony. It's not Dortmund, it's Frankfurt, and Frankfurt is an important city for Tony. He needs that city. It's a lot of hammers in that city, a luxury, probably a cargo ship running between his capital and this city, or something along those roads. But he's very afraid to use his army. He has doubled the army, but he's very, very afraid to attack into that. And Tony seems to be comfortable with that stuff. He's not reinforcing the army that much. There's another flank going through. There we go, another flank from a horseman. Can this one make something happen? If he could pillage those 2 luxuries again, and look at that army size, still double the army. If he could pillage that luxuries and the units would get the minus 20% penalty, he could easily push into that city. He could also try to plant the general in here, even to force Tony into getting a general somewhere along those lines, or even in here. I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it to claim a little bit of land, claim this road for a little bit more of movement, and just attacking Frankfurt head on. Do not be afraid to lose units and just try to attack. Oh, can he? No, he's of course backing up the general. That was too slow, but he's still not attacking the city, and he should attack the city. Horseman getting into a trap. Not really into a trap. Almost into a trap. The Chariot. Maybe Chariot can move. There we go. Horseman down. There's a perfect moment. He's got the momentum right now. The general is getting damaged. And do not back it off. Oy, oy, oy. Oh, cyu is not too comfortable at fighting versus Tony. Tony should be in much more trouble. Frankfurt should be dead right now. Look at the amount of army right now. Shooting army. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units. Couple of horsemen. A healing promo right now that is not used. Oh, and he's just backing off to the land. He shouldn't be afraid to lose units and just attack Frankfurt. This way, he's giving Tony the crucial time that he needs. Yeah, there's still horsemen in the south of Tony's capital. Can see make something happen. If he could pillage those two luxuries and punish Tony for that. But now the roads are in here. Tony's setting up defenses, another scouts to buy off time, and this scout could actually pick off this composite most probably, or he's gonna try to pick off this composite. I don't think he can one-shot it though. He's got reinforcements right now. The time to push Tony is right now. This is the time that cyu could use to attack Frankfurt. If he could take Frankfurt, that's GG. Tony cannot compete with 2 cities versus 5 cities anymore. That would be GG, but Tony is still fighting, and cyu is very reluctant to use units. He backs off every single damaged unit. That gives Tony much more time. He's not using the healing promotion. He's upgrading to shock and barrage promotions and backing off every single unit. That gives actually time, because like Tony damages a couple of units a little bit, and cyu every time he's just backing the units off. He's sitting on double the Tony's army, and he's not making anything happen. And the gold is starting to diminish, so he's not gonna get crossbow anytime soon. And Tony's maybe keeping the gold just as little as possible. He sees what's going on, so oy oy oy. Oy oy oy, basically. Oh, this horseman has no Mount Kilimanjaro bonus, that's a problem. And now stepping on the border in here. Now this is the time. If he could pillage those 2 luxuries, 1 luxury, 2nd luxury. Look at this, there's no units. He can easily push in there. Look at this, there's only 4 units. Look at that army. cyu, it's time to attack right now. Go for it. Go for it. Now the general, he could even snipe the general off, but attack Frankfurt, attack the units. cyu has a huge advantage right now, though he did back off a lot of army to the back. He could break Frankfurt. Look at that, there's almost no units, 3 composites, 1 spearman, but he's focused on attacking this side. That's not a good idea, and he's trying to back off this composite instead of shooting. He pillages the road instead of getting a little bit of damage. I want to pause when he's going to try to attack something. There we go, there's 12, minus 12%. So another horseman flank did work, and Tony is sitting on minus 12% penalty at combat. Look at that army. If he could throw all that army in there, he could easily take Frankfurt. Come on, cyu, you can do it. Oh, cyu, come on. Just take a couple of shots at Frankfurt and you can do it. General should go on the front lines. This general is not giving the bonus to all those units in here. And that bonus is quite useful. This composite should be healed, not back off. He's backing off every single unit with the promotion. That's a tremendous mistake. Oh, he's giving like, oh, yeah. Wow. This is not good. This is not good. cyu is keeping like 30% of his army backing off, not using the healing promotion to stay and fight, and giving them shock and barrage promotion, giving Tony much more time. Tony is sitting on 5 units, cyu is sitting on like 11, 12 units right now, but 30% of that army is actually at home healing, doing nothing, taking some spa actions and stuff like that, and they need to get to the front lines, they need to attack. They need to attack. Look at that, there's only 5 units and 1 unit sitting in Frankfurt that cannot really shoot. And this chart in here is sitting, it should start pummeling Frankfurt. He could easily take the city. Pillage the Citrus, for example, to give even 20% unhappiness boost. Well, penalty basically. Oh, yo, this is not looking good. It looks like CU is not that much experience in combat, sadly. He has the economic advantage, he has the momentum, but he's not using it correctly. It gives every single turn, and it seems like, yes, you just enter medieval era, but he's giving so much time. Look at that, he could even snipe the general right now. Oh, he missed that. He could snipe the general with this composite. Tony just made a crucial mistake in here, but that was not used correct. He could easily move the composite on top of the citadel. Oh, that would be quite painful. But CU is still trying to pick off unit after unit. Do not be afraid of losing composites. This is not fighting versus AI. CU, go! Do it. And this unit should shoot the city. Frankfurt is so easy for taking 12 combat strength. It's like Dortmund. Dortmund lasts for 3 turns of shooting by 2, later on 3 units. And there's still 2 chariots and horsemen in here that had a healing promotion, but they were not used correctly in here. Ay, 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 ay. Zed, is you planning to go to space? I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe, but it's a disaster. It's a disaster warfare in here. CU has the advantage. Look at it. With all of those units, he would circle around the city, maybe lose 1 or 2 units, or even a citadel in here, but the city would fall. If city would fall, and even Tony would plant the citadels in here, CU would get the citadels again, and Tony has no units to actually take the cities in here right now. So this is a perfect moment to attack. He's still on -6 penalty right now, so he did repair the lags, 1 lag, so he's got the extra happiness, but it's just not working correctly, and Tony is playing mind games. Instead of getting the fast clicks, he's typing to Tony right now, and Tony is going to use that into advantage. Another horseman from Frankfurt is getting there, and another chariot is pulled back. Oh, and another composite with a healing promotion is pulled back from action again. Oh. Oh. This is not looking that great. This is not looking that great at all. This is not looking great right now. Is the streaming okay? Because Philly just said what's happened with the streaming, so I don't know, it's broke down. I hope it's okay. Right, let's focus on the game. I hope it's working correctly. I don't have a preview in here. Can I tickle CU a little bit? Yeah, I would love to tickle CU. Oh. Come on, do it. Really, he's backing off all the time. He's backing off all the wounded units. He's backing off. There's no point backing off. He needs to take the advantage. He's got machinery. He's never going to get to crossbow. If Tony has the gold income and the science to get to machinery, he will be good. Look at that. There's not too many units. There was 5 units. Now there's 6 units. Oh, I can't look at that. What is that message? I want to see that message. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units actually, and another warrior getting into Munich. No, don't go to Munich. Ay. He should attack Frankfurt. I have no idea why he's not trying to get Frankfurt. It's so much easier to take it. That city asks for the taking. And another chariot backing off. He's just giving Tony time and time over and over again to get the defenses, to get the units done in here. He should be attacking Frankfurt with all his force, not backing of units. Now there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 units in here, and only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units on CU side. And the rest of the army is like back and at home. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units that could be fighting at the front lines. So CU is sitting on like a double army of Tony, but he's skipping 50% of his army back home. Just chilling. Not good, not good. This way he cannot win this war. He cannot win this war. Tony fights on his land. He's got a concave of city. He's got a concave of units. He's still got a one general that he can use if CU wants to replant. CU is not even keeping the general in the right spot to give the bonus to all the units in here. Oh, not good, not good. So you need to get that army from your land and do something with it. And healing promotions is the key in here, not shock promotion. It will not benefit you. It will be so much better to keep units in the fighting zone with healing promotion instead of giving them shock barrage and backing them off home to heal. Not good, not good. Tony's playing some mind games that he's minus 22 gold a turn, but if he can get Machu Picchu, that would be great. I wonder did he even enter medieval with on the way to machinery. He's just got that philosophy thingy and he misses some crucial text because he did fail to use that properly. He should get for crossbows instantly. I don't think that he's got NC, but he still got great life, so he should have a little bit more science. The minus 22 gold a turn, maybe markets. I have no idea about that. But I hardly doubt he is making more science than CU right now. Yeah, exactly. He should did it when he's had 150 G. He should annex Dortmund. He still has the happiness. He still did not plant the fourth city. He should annex that city, buy those hills in here, buy those roads, get more movement, get more free stuff. He could plant an offensive general somewhere in there. Now the units are getting back to action after some healing, and another horseman is trying to get a flank. He's still producing units, but keeping 50%, well, maybe not 50, but yeah, 50%, no, maybe 40% of the army back home is definitely not gonna help the war effort, and there's still hero scouts in here as fodder units. Oy, oy, oy. This attack is going nowhere. CU had an advantage. He has a huge advantage. When he pillaged those two luxuries, Tony was sitting on minus 12% penalty, and Dortmund Frankfurt was easy for the taking, but he did not use that advantage properly. He did not use the advantage at all. He could easily try to show, don't take the warrior. That composite could easily stand in here and shoot Frankfurt. Now there's a free kill for Tony. Another unit worthlessly lost without any good reason. It looks like Tony just surpasses CU at the fighting skill. CU did recuperate from the early game mistakes. He did not plant the fourth city, though he had the happiness. He did not get the frontal city. He did try to attack. The attack was working well, semi-good, but he did manage to get Dortmund. And then he had a huge advantage with the superior two flank attacks. 2 times he flanked with horsemen on Tony Capital, pillaging two luxuries. For a moment, Tony was sitting on minus 20% penalty to combat, but he did not use that properly. And now Tony is starting to push forward. He's getting horsemen, using the momentum in here, and now it's starting to look worse and worse. Yes, CU's army is dwindling in here, and again 40% of his army is out of position back home. Before they will get there here, this could be over, and Dortmund could be in hands of Tony again. Oy, oy, oy. Yeah, that Bowman had a family, Dolphiny. Exactly. That Bowman had a family. Look at that, 4 units in here, sitting in here. For a moment there was like 7 or 6 units in here, chilling off and healing up at home. Again, this horseman is gonna have a promotion. If he's gonna pick, there's another 2 horsemen in here. And another flank, another 2 horsemen going for the flank. I don't know if that's a good idea. Can Tony be surprised one more time? He should be keeping a spearman now on the luxuries. Those 2 horsemen will be so much better in the front lines. He still has access on the other side of the river at Frankfurt. He could try to flank in here. Horsemen could use those tiles in here, get a worker in here, repair the road, get the roads done, even plan an offensive general. He could even plant a general in here to get some lanes. Tony would be forced to plant a worthless general somewhere in here and just pillage the citadel in the meantime. Or maybe he would like to keep it. Alright, I want to see the promotion of the horseman. The horseman could get a heal. There's another horseman for the taking. The chariot archers. Oh, yo! see you, what you doing? No. See you, no. And another horseman just promo. Oh, wow. This way he will not win this war. If he's gonna every single time pick some worthless shock or rough terrain promotions instead of healing and keeping the units in the action, Tony's just gonna slaughter. He's gonna push away this attack, and this is gonna be a failed game for CU. He's pulling the units over and over and over again. Promoted units, he's got fast clicks, he saves the units very nicely with healing promotions, but he's not using those healing promotions to keep the army rolling, to keep those troops there, to trade off. Tony is just getting the units damaged, and they are pulled back from the front lines. Look at all the wave of units in here. 1, 2, 3 units backing off, and one more unit in here that's gonna back off soon. So that's 4 units that could stay there and fight. I believe CU still has an army advantage, like a double army advantage, and he's not using it correctly at all. This is not good for CU this time. I really wonder how Tony's on economics, if he really is gonna get to crossbows or not. If he's gonna get crossbow and he's gonna start spamming those crossbows with the way CU fights, that he's backing off the units, this attack is failed to be doomed, and CU's gonna be pushed back into defensive, and Tony's just gonna be sitting on 4 cities again with a hammer advantage. The hammer discrepancy is not huge. CU has a huge army lead right now, but he's not using it correctly, and Tony is slowly pushing back with less numbers of army. Basically, you can only see 4 units from Tony shooting. There's probably a 5th unit in here, and there's a horseman attack. There we go, a quick heal there, and the horseman just survived back off to fight another turn and deal some damage. This is how you fight. You need to use healing promotions in games like that. Who cares about promotion? You're not gonna get tree range, you're not gonna get logistic promotions in the duel. Those units gonna die fast, so you want to skip them in combat as much as possible. Healing promotion is the best promotion for damaged units that you can get on the front lines. There's no other way around it, and now there's only five units protecting Dortmund, and Tony is slowly, tile by tile, pushing away CU's attack. Yes, that's true. That's true. Tony's religion is pushing forward. CU's religion and even CU's pantheon, and CU had a healing pantheon but he has no faith generation. Though theoretically he could use, that's probably his backing of those units in here to heal them near the city, but he's using the wrong city. Those cities have no pantheon anymore. He's not getting the healing pantheon from the city. I don't think he noticed that that's a good idea to use the healing pantheon to back off troops and heal them up, but he has no pantheon in those cities, so that's actually worthless. Though units heal up normally, but he probably does not notice that anymore. And this city is just, it's gonna fall. It's gonna fall sooner or later. CU could get back from it. He could use the happiness, got 4 extra happiness still. The circus gonna give him 6 happiness. He could plant 1 more city at least somewhere and make it up to speed, get some hammer boost, a little bit of extra gold. There's still 1 trade route he could use. He is leading in hammers, he is leading in troops, but he's not using that lead into, well, he's not gaining anything. He's like, oh, he's building a market right now. And there's 3 horsemen trying to flank. Instead, those 3 horsemen would be so much more beneficial in here, picking off some composites and stuff like that. And another unit backing off. There's like a habit in here. He's slowly trying to get the roads in here done, but it's not really working that well. Look at all that army in there. There's like 5 units sitting in there, and there's Tony will not be surprised by another horseman flank. He's keeping a spearman in a defensive position, but yeah, a horseman could get in here, but it's not gonna do any any good anymore, and those horsemen still do not have Mount Kilimanjaro promotion. The Mount Kilimanjaro promotion, that would be so much helpful. And he's keeping 2 units in here, and the flank is over. Those horsemen will be so much more beneficial on the front lines. Oh, Tony's not falling 3rd time for the same maneuver. It will be hard to imagine that Tony would fall the 3rd time for a very, very good maneuver, though. He fell 2 times, and that gave cyu a huge advantage, but he did not use it correctly. I don't believe he noticed that Tony's troops get such a massive penalty, and that they got such massive penalty from happiness. Yeah, Essen is looking very cozy, like a sweet hotel in here. But as I said, he's not having the Pantheon anymore there. So if he would really like to use his Pantheon, he would need to get the units all the way back to his capital, and that's like so super far away. That would not be smart to move that far away there. Yes, he's looking at the units. He has no idea. He has no idea what to do. It would seem he's so afraid to attack, and now the momentum is over. It's over, basically. Now Tony can slowly push forward and forward and forward again. And another hero scout is just for the taking. Look at it. It's a worthless unit just taking off shots. Look how many shots it got. 3 shots. 3 shots to kill 1 scout. And another composite and backing off to the spa at Essen. Essen Spa. Another horseman retaking the worker. Horseman backing off. There's only 5 units at Dortmund right now, and there's probably around 8 or 9 units. And Tony is slowly pushing forward at Dortmund in here. And now the majority of army is back in cyu's land, having some fun. And, well, nice pick-off this time. See, this is what I'm talking about. A damaged chariot still deals damage. There's no problem about that. It still can be beneficial. Oh, this horseman's got Mount Kilimanjaro promotion, so it could get in here, get couple of pillaging going on, but now there's too many units. The momentum is gone. The moment that cyu could use his army to attack is over. Now it's Tony's time. The Tony time has arrived. Now Tony's gonna push forward. He's got the momentum right now. He's got the roads, he's got the mobility and the location, and cyu did not gain any foothold at Tony's land, really. He was keeping so much army in the back, not using healing promotion, and now it's time for payback. Range knights will break this? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Oh, there we go, but enemy chariot was bombarded, and the composite is going down, and the healing pro, and he's backing off the unit again. Oh my goodness. Now there's only like 2 units protecting Dortmund, and the Spear is gonna die, and it's gonna back off him again, and another unit gone. It's like a... and it's been picked off. The 1 unit he just backed off, instead of a healing promotion, it just died. Tony sees this, he learns quite quickly, and he's gonna use that. So 3 units off the front line, basically, for an 1 unit trade off. This is this turn, so this is a terrible turn for cyu. And now the concave is commencing again. Though cyu is again getting 2 horsemen in here, but there's 2 generals right now. This probably what Tony was waiting for, and he can use now the general advantage to make cyu pay. No, first oh my goodness, that was a terrible move. That was a terrible move. He's gonna lose 2 units right now, and he had a healing promotion on this composite bowman. And now it's gonna die. Horseman had a heal promotion. Oh, cyu is not too comfortable at fighting. You can see this game is not about economy. This game is not about economy, basically. Tony did go for wonder spam. CU did fail to get a fourth city, but all that is happening, why CU is losing right now, is because he is not comfortable at fighting. Tony just slaughters him in the fighting field. Less army, double less army, and Tony is still having no problem picking of units, getting favorable trades off, and CU is not gaining anything from taking that city. Yeah, stop, Tony time. Exactly, it's Tony time right now. Look at that army. He's slowly building up army. Oh, there was a fast click on CU, but that pillaging is not gonna make anything good. That gold will not help him get crossbows. That gold will be over in 4 turns, so he will be still missing 12 turns if he will ever get any more gold. Yes, the pillaging helps, but now there's only horsemen defending this city against spearmen, horsemen, composites, and all the range units, and he's still trying to push forward, and he's gonna, he could have done that. He would need to just get a healing promotion. Now it's backing off, so another composite is gonna sit cozy in here because he has no range units, and another horseman down, dealing absolutely no damage. Absolutely no damage. And the essence spot is now, it has no more visitors, so there's no reinforcements getting in here. As I said, now it's Tony time. Now it's time for Tony to push. Now CU's army is getting dwindled. If he's gonna check demographics, we're probably gonna see that his army numbers fell drastically from being the double army of Tony. He's now probably having the same or even less army than Tony, and he's still not using the units correctly, not using the healing promotions. Ugh. And getting the worker baits over and over and over again, putting his units into this disadvantageous position. Healing promo, another shock choice for a promotion. Another missed out promotion again. Oh, look at that juicy general there. Tony did back off around 4 units to the back to protect against those 3 horsemen. Those 3 horsemen will be so much more beneficial at this turn in here. Now the front city of Dortmund is free for the taking, and he's making markets. He stopped reinforcing the army right now. This is a terrible moment to build markets. I don't think that will gain him the machinery in time to get crossbows that could actually change anything. He needed to reinforce this over and over and over again, and now Tony's got a quick fast click there, picking of 1 horseman, so horseman did not make damage at the north. Again, a unit lost because he was busy in the south quickly, so there's now only 5 units defending in here, and he's gonna pick a barge promotion. Empire unhappy. Tony is unhappy, but only 4%. That's not 20%. The moment to attack was at 20%. Now this is not looking good at all. Not looking good at all. He's gonna make stables. That's a terrible idea right now. He needs army. He has no time right now to get any buildings. It's a very, very terrible moment. Oh, I want to check that out. Come on, let's see the demographics. Finally, we've seen demographics from CU. And there we go. Yeah, the armies are almost even right now. CU is leading in all the demographics. All the demographics he is leading, and he was leading at army size. He had double Tony's army at some point. And the horsemen are just happily scouting the land. Oh, yo, yo. It's not the time for CU to make buildings, really. Now it's time for Tony to push forward. I hardly doubt that Tony's making any buildings anymore. He's just probably spamming units and units and units, and he's getting the advantage right now. Probably this next turn, if we would have a chance to check on demographics, Tony's army would be higher than CU, because CU just lost a horseman. He actually lost 2 units in this turn in here, so that's quite a lot in the army strength. And if Tony's gonna get more army build up this turn, next turn, so in 2 turns his army will definitely be higher than CU. And CU is still building markets and stables. It could help him to get crossbows, but the momentum is gone right now. The momentum is gone. 2 generals will not save him. And the units, there we go, there's a horseman last second move, and the horseman backs off, so there was the damage, the chariot done, and there's 3 horsemen sitting in here doing nothing, and no more shooting units. As soon as Tony's gonna pick off those last shooting units, there's only 2 shooting units left out in here, and 2 composites there, but he finally got the Pantheon. No, he did not get the Pantheon in here. So that city is still not using the Pantheon for healing, not beneficial, and now this general just asked to be killed. This general asks to be killed. It's just screaming, kill me. Kill me in here, protected by a wounded horseman. That's a terrible idea to put a general in there. Another horseman with a possible healing promotion. This city can shoot something? No, it cannot shoot anything anymore. Oh my goodness, he just stepped off the general. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Ah! As I said, this general was just asking to be killed. Oh, yeah. Nice move from Tony, seeing that general, and terrible move from Siu. And now it's time to attack. Now it's time to attack. Though this general is quiet. I think there was a mistake, there was a misclick. He knows he cannot plant the general in there. He's maybe baiting something, some units together, but this is over. Dortmund is gone right now. This is a perfect moment for Tony to attack. He is not reinforcing, so for like 4 turns or so, he's building markets and stables, and there's only 3 units left in here, and the units from Tony, who is like fighting over and over again in here and getting back up to heal. There's no more reinforcements. Stables are not councils. He's not building any more units. At S and Spa, there's only 2 units. The 2 horsemen are running freely in the wild in the south west. So Tony is now pushing forward. He's gonna take Dortmund, and he's gonna push forward into CU's land now. Oh, the general is in here as a bait. As I said, it was a bait most probably. He could plant 2 generals in here though. There's 1 more general, but the composites are here now. The advantage is on Tony's side, as I said. If he's producing units, it's 100% sure. There's still scouts in here that can finish off units. The horseman has a promotion, but he cannot really attack anything. There's a horseman to take the city, and it will lose another general. So there's 2 generals lost for CU, and only 3 units sitting at home. He's still sending units to the front lines. So there's going to be 2 units in there, and only 2 horsemen trying to get back home. And he's still building stables. He did not cancel those buildings. So yes, he fixes gold problems. He will get machinery maybe in 10 turns or more like 14 turns, but that will be absolutely too late. Now it's Tony's revenge. Yes, that caravanserai will be crucial to the war effort. There's Dortmund as a puppet. As I said, he should have annexed this city as soon as he was able to. He had like 200 gold from taking the city from Great Person use, and another promotion with rough promotion, but this horseman is useless. He can attack only a composite or scout. This city is gone. Not only it's gone, the general is gone. So it's not, it's over. This is GG. This is GG. This is GG basically. Oi oi oi. CU had such a nice advantage. He made 2 terrific flank attacks on Tony's capital, pillaging luxuries, bringing his troops to -12, -20 penalty. He had double the army size, but he kept not using healing promotion. Like, it was like totally on purpose. I will not use healing promotions because they are bad or something like that. And instead of using healing promotions, he used shock, rough terrain promotion, stuff like that. And every single time when he saved a unit, he backed them up to Essen to try to heal them up, and had no army to push forward. And now it's Tony's time to push forward. He's not afraid of anything right now. He has an army advantage. He has the lead. And CU is not reinforcing any stuff anymore. Dortmund's gonna fall. That's another great general down. 2 generals. Tony's even leading in hammers right now. So this is over for CU. This is over for CU. He had such a tremendously recovered from early aggression. Try to punish Tony from getting the wonders, and really attacking, well, maybe not in the best way, but finally pushing forward to Dortmund. And for a lot of turns he had a huge advantage that he could push into Frankfurt. The only thing that he would need to do is not be afraid to lose units, use healing promotion of units, trade units, and just attack Frankfurt, take that city, and he would have a free way to Tony's capital. That was, oh, not good. Yeah, exactly. see you heal. Nice comparison of towns, exactly. Tony the scout and see you the heal. See you want to heal. And Dortmund is gone, another general done. And there we go. Over. CU is left out with 4 units right now. He has stables. He will possibly get machinery, but it's too late right now. It's just too late. Tony's got his 4th city again, so he's got the hammer advantage, he's got the army advantage, he's got the momentum, his religion is raging, it would seem. Essen is still not having the healing pantheon, and Essen is free for the taking. Before first crossbows will arrive, Tony will be on top of CU's capital, I'm afraid. Though CU did fix the gold problems at the end. 53 hammers to 37 hammers. That is almost double. No, maybe not double. Over exaggeration, but at least 2/3 more hammers. Stable's almost done. So he's missing this city so badly. If he would have this 4th city, he had the happiness. Look at that. At the end game with all his cities, he still got 8 happiness. As I said, those are at least 2 cities. 2 very good production cities that he could have gotten, and that would probably change, maybe even compensate for the playstyle he has. He has backing of the units and trying to heal. Maybe it would save him, but now a Temple of Artemis, I guess that's a farewell gift to Tony. Hey Tony, have a Temple of Artemis. Why not? Alright, he changed his mind. Horseman, he is trying to defend a little bit still, but there's just no way he can defend anymore, I would say. Yes, this is mirror map, Xarxian. All aboard the science train, choo-choo. Dolphin, nice comments there. And there we go, Tony is now advancing, and Siu is again backing his army off over and over again, but he has no way to back off right now. If he loses Essen, as I said, Essen is a terrible plan. Look, now the situation is reversed. CU had no chance to take Munich, the city on Kilimanjaro on Tony's side, because it's planted in a very terrific defensive spot. And now Tony will have absolutely no trouble killing Essen, because it's a defenseless city. It has no walls, no hill, no obstacles in front. It can be shot from any direction, and there's no defenses there that you can put up right now to try to stop this army. There's even a catapult coming in here to take Essen. Wow. Where's the national colleges? There's no. Oh, and a nice kill on the horseman there. And another down. There we go. Tony's now, I guess he warmed up a little bit. There's only 2 units left for Siu. Next turn he's gonna get 1 more horseman, but what those units can do against such an immense amounts of troops right now. 3 cities versus 4 cities. Well, for most of the time, 3 cities versus 3 cities, but just CU fighting skills were much less efficient than Tony's. Tony's was superior at fighting, and that basically what saved him this game. If CU would be better at fighting, Tony would have no chance. No chance at all. At some point, as I said, Tony was at -20% combat penalty, because CU made a terrific flank horseman pillaging attack on Tony's luxuries at his capital, But CU didn't use that correctly. He didn't use it at all. He was sitting at Dortmund and just getting into a firefight and pulling off his units over and over and over again with healing promotions, not using those healing promotions. Instead, giving some promotions like shock and rough promotions and backing them off to Essen to heal up, which is a tremendous mistake. Tremendous mistake, and that cost him the game. Though I gotta admit that CU really nicely got the economy going. He is missing at least 2 cities, and he did recuperate for the early aggression from Tony with the warrior and scout, losing a settler, losing a worker theoretically, but he did not use any of that right, basically. He's still eating at food, but hammers are gone, and there's like no more units right now. Look at that army. That army will just machinery at 5 turns, but it will not be helpful at all. The game will be over in 5 turns. This city is easy for the taking. Cologne is also in a very bad defensive spot, and the road will be for Tony soon as well, so you can easily step on those hills. Those hills are not the land of Germany, of CU, and he can easily step in here and shoot the city, no problem. There's a free way to capital. So GG. GG Tony. Altanis, yeah, Tony's a good player. That's true. He was definitely not on top of his game. If he would be fighting versus a player who's got more experience in combat and fights better, he would lose. He deserved to lose for his mistakes, but the fighting skills basically saved him this game. And CU sadly did not use his advantage properly in this game. And that cost him to lose. Though there's no GG yet, though I imagine the GG will be soon. There's no more that CU can do or try to do. The horseman, he's got only 4 units left, couple of horsemen, but that's definitely not going to help him out. And as I said, there's a road in here, so Tony is free to get there at any time he wants to. Machinery 11 turns. He's dropping down now with the gold. He's dropping now with the science. So he's gonna get there in 10 turns, 11 turns. So before first crossbow will all arrive on the field, it will be dramatically too late to make any influence on the game, basically. Dolphin, nice comment. Oh, and another hero scout snatching out the worker. Tony is known for his use of scouts. There we go. There's GG. There's GG from CU. There's GG from CU. Alright, this is the end of the recording. Good game. Good game. I gotta admit, it was a little bit sad to see CU fight. It was a horrible mistake. Really, Tony did advance on him in the early game. Like, CU was like, it would seem like he was frightened of Tony, or like frightened of fighting and losing units. So you back off his first scout and warrior. He did not get any more scouts at the start to protect his settler, though his start was quite nice what he did at the start, but he lost the settler, theoretically get a worker out of it. He theoretically killed the warrior and the scout, but again, there was a downtime that allowed Tony to do whatever he wanted. He got some wonders. I'm not sure there was like crucial wonders, because I don't think he really used the great library and oracle and whatever other wonder he got. But the point is, CU did try to attack nicely with the queue up 1-turn units. Failed a little bit, so Tony did know what's coming a little bit earlier than he's supposed to do. But he did attack, used a little bit less range units than he should. He should get much more units, but finally he did get Dortmund. And though it would seem like he couldn't go further because he did not have range units to do it, but he still managed to finally produce a unit, and he had double the army of Tony's, double Tony's army. Not only that, at some points he got very 2 nice flank attacks on the capital, bringing Tony's troops to -12 and -20% combat penalty, but he was not able to use it at all because he was like getting into a firefight versus Tony's units, like double less army, but he was moving all the wounded units back off to Essen. Every single unit that he saved, and he saved a lot of them with healing promotions, he backed them off to Essen, giving them shock, rough, and keeping them in here for like 3 or 4 turns to heal. So, in essence, though he had doubled the army, he was using only 50% army at the time, which gave Tony enough time to build up his own troops and finally start pushing back. So, well, overall, GG. Good job, Tony, I guess. GG, and welcome to the second round. So, alright.